Yakuza members believe that sacrificing a finger and tattooing their genitals is a small price to pay for a life of ultimate luxury. They have unique methods of spending money and carrying out their operations. Let's take a peek into the mysterious world of the terrifying Japanese mafia. Welcome back to The Wealthiest, where you will learn the ins and outs of the world's elite, how they live, and how they spend their accumulated wealth. Let's get started. Who are the Yakuza? The Yakuza, Japan's notorious organized crime groups, are both intriguing and intimidating. Their history and cultural significance are so captivating that they could easily be the subject of a Hollywood blockbuster, or even a manga. The origins of the Yakuza are quite modest, yet fascinating. The name Yakuza comes from a losing hand in a traditional Japanese card game called Oicho-Kabu. Essentially, the Yakuza started off as the outcasts of society, known as the burakumin, who were involved in jobs considered impure by Buddhist and Shinto traditions. Despite not being the wealthiest criminal organization globally, the Yakuza still wield significant political and financial influence, and their leaders live extravagant lives. Some high-ranking Yakuza members may not be content with their status, but we will delve into those stories later. The early Yakuza members were resourceful. They engaged in illegal activities such as selling stolen goods and operating gambling dens to gain wealth and power. Their ability to cheat and manipulate the system helped them establish one of the world's most structured criminal hierarchies. At the top of this hierarchy is the Oyabun, or Big Boss, who embodies patriarchal values and commands absolute obedience and respect from his subordinates. Significance of Yakuza. The Yakuza, Japan's organized crime syndicates, have a strong association with luxury, which symbolizes power and wealth for them. Yakuza members showcase their opulence through luxury cars, high-end fashion, expensive watches, and lavish homes to demonstrate their status and influence both within and outside the organization. This luxurious lifestyle helps in attracting and retaining recruits, as well as rewarding loyalty. The cultural and social impact of this luxury is significant, as it plays a role in defining the Yakuza's unique identity. Their distinct cultural practices, such as strict codes of conduct, elaborate tattoos, and specific attire, are complemented by their enjoyment of luxury. This creates a strong image of power and sets them apart from mainstream society, evoking a mixture of fear and admiration among the public. The Yakuza heavily invest in legitimate businesses for money laundering, boosting the economy and certain industries. Despite criminal activities, their lavish spending on luxury items and properties impacts local economies. However, their opulent lifestyle makes it difficult for law enforcement to track illegal activities, leading to government crackdowns using their assets as evidence for prosecution. In media and entertainment, the Yakuza's luxury lifestyle is a popular theme that contributes to their mystique and notoriety, perpetuating their image. Individually, enjoying luxury allows Yakuza members to assert their personal success and honor within the organization, reflecting their commitment to tradition and upholding their honor. Overall, the significance of the Yakuza's luxury lifestyle goes beyond mere indulgence. It is intricately linked to their power dynamics, cultural identity, economic strategies, and societal impact, shaping their image and influence in Japanese society. The Yamaguchi-gumi. Like every respectable mafia, the Yakuza, also known as the Yamaguchi-gumi, is made up of multiple well-organized crime families. In 1963, the Yakuza experienced a peak in membership, surpassing even a Taylor Swift concert in terms of attendance. Over time, due to legal crackdowns and shifting societal norms, the Yakuza's numbers have significantly dropped to around 20,400 members, including quasi-members. Despite this decline, the Yakuza remains a powerful entity in Japan, with various families operating throughout the country. Among these families, prominent syndicates include the Inagawa-kai, Sumiyoshi-kai, and the largest and most powerful of them all, the Yamaguchi-gumi. Founded in 1915 by Harukichi Yamaguchi in Kobe, the Yamaguchi-gumi initially started as a small group of dock workers before expanding its influence under the leadership of Kazuo Tauka, who became the third Kumicho in 1946. Known as the Godfather of Godfathers, Tauka played a crucial role in the transformation of the Yamaguchi-gumi into a criminal empire, diversifying its activities to include gambling, extortion, drug trafficking, and real estate ventures. With strategic alliances, charisma, and ruthless loyalty enforcement, the Yamaguchi-gumi rose to dominate the Japanese underworld, becoming the largest Yakuza syndicate by the 1960s and maintaining that position to this day. The syndicate's structure resembles that of a sprawling corporation, with a hierarchical chain of command led by the Kumicho, followed by the Wakagashira and the Shingashira. Operating on a strict code of loyalty and honor inspired by feudal Japan's samurai ethos, the Yamaguchi-gumi and the Yakuza have unique rituals that set them apart, involving traditions like finger-cutting and tattooing, in addition to tea ceremonies and symbolic hand-washing when entering a shrine. Yakuza rituals. Becoming a member of the Yakuza is not as easy as simply signing a contract. It involves a special ritual called sakazuki, where sake is used instead of ink. This ceremony, more dramatic than any fraternity initiation, takes place in a sanctified space with an altar and 12 candles representing the zodiac. During the ritual, the boss, or oyabun, takes a sip of sake from a cup and then passes it to the new recruit who drinks from the same cup, symbolizing a bond stronger than blood. While blood may be thicker than water, adding alcohol to the mix can lead to unpredictable outcomes, hence the use of sake in this ceremony. Overall, the Sakazuki ritual is akin to a corporate team-building exercise, but getting drunk and insulting the boss can have severe consequences, usually resulting in the loss of a finger. This pinky-shortening ritual, known as yubitsumi, is a punishment and penance for significant mistakes made by Yakuza members. Each finger lost diminishes the member's ability to wield a sword, emphasizing their reliance on the group. The boss keeps the severed pinky in a jar on display, along with other family mementos in their office as a reminder of the consequences for disrespecting the family. If a Yakuza member commits a capital offense, yubitsumi is used. Otherwise, a formal apology is preferred over mutilation. Although finger-cutting is a tradition of the past, tattooing remains a significant practice for Yakuza members. These tattoos, known as irazumi, symbolize power, courage, and determination, covering the entire body including genitalia, and are done using a traditional hand-poked method. Despite the elaborate artwork, these tattoos are usually hidden under clothing to adhere to Japanese cultural norms, which disapprove of body ink. Yakuza members may only reveal their tattoos in private gatherings or at specific times to make an impression, such as at a bathhouse. Surprisingly, Yakuza members voluntarily register with the police, demonstrating a unique relationship between the Yakuza and law enforcement. Unlike other mafia syndicates, the Yakuza is transparent in their activities and cooperation with the government, police, and public, which may come as a shock. How do the Yakuza make their money? When it comes to the criminal underworld, there is a common perception of criminals working in secrecy and carrying out illegal activities under the radar. However, in Japan, the Yakuza stands out as a unique entity that has managed to blend into mainstream culture, almost like a popular J-pop song that somehow survives public scrutiny. The negative image of the Yakuza among the general public has started to shift in recent years, shedding light on their complex nature. In the aftermath of natural disasters like the 2011 earthquake and tsunami in Japan, the Yakuza surprisingly emerged as heroes by swiftly providing aid and relief to affected areas. They were quick to mobilize resources and offer assistance even before the government could fully respond. This altruistic behavior was not a one-time occurrence, as they had previously shown similar acts of kindness after the Kobe earthquake in 1995 and during the Fukushima nuclear disaster. The Yakuza's integration into Japanese society has been a topic of debate due to the practical implications involved. While some argue for the complete criminalization of the Yakuza, others point out that this may only push their activities further underground, making it harder for authorities to monitor and control. There are situations where the Yakuza's involvement is deemed necessary, such as when they are called upon to handle tasks that others are unwilling to undertake, like evicting homeowners from valuable properties. This highlights the complex relationship between the Yakuza and certain societal functions, despite their involvement in criminal activities. The Yakuza have thrived by engaging in a variety of illicit activities, ranging from drug trafficking and prostitution to extortion. They have established a monopoly over the drug trade in Japan, importing illegal substances like meth, marijuana, MDMA, and ketamine. Additionally, they profit from human trafficking by luring women from different countries under false pretenses and coercing them into prostitution in establishments like massage parlors and karaoke bars. The Yakuza have delved into white-collar crime, using tactics like corporate blackmail to extort money by manipulating company shares and leveraging sensitive information. Despite their involvement in criminal enterprises, the Yakuza also engage in legitimate businesses that are registered and pay taxes. This dual existence allows them to launder illicit funds while maintaining a facade of legitimacy. The Yakuza are known for ensuring that their infrastructural projects are completed efficiently and to a high standard, with severe consequences for failure to meet expectations. However, the public perception of the Yakuza shifted during the Yamaguchi-gumi gang war, prompting the government to enact stringent anti-Yakuza laws to curb their influence and financial operations. As a result, there has been a decline in Yakuza membership and financial capabilities, leading to some members being let go due to financial constraints, signaling a significant change in their fortunes. Kenichi Shinoda. Kenichi Shinoda, one of the wealthiest individuals, is known as the godfather of Japan's most powerful mob family. A flamboyant and rebellious leader of a crime syndicate who always wears a hat, now at the age of 70, he is also a target on a global scale. The U.S. Treasury has taken action to prevent Shinoda and his deputy Koshi Takayama from accessing any U.S. assets or conducting transactions in an attempt to exclude them from the global financial market. This crackdown was announced by the Treasury Department last summer to root out crime syndicates from international markets. Shinoda, the notorious leader of Japan's Yakuza syndicate, Yamaguchi-gumi, lives a life that is a mix of crime drama and reality show. Imagine a version of Tony Soprano with a fondness for public transportation and ramen noodles, and you'll get a good idea of Shinoda's unique lifestyle as the head of a lucrative empire built on various illicit activities. This mixture of criminal activity and civic responsibility is a strategy to maintain public support. Shinoda maintains a secretive life, a common trait among Yakuza members who do not openly share their extravagant lifestyles and prefer to appear normal to the public. Despite this discretion, there are occasional glimpses of their extravagant spending on clothing, cars, and residences. How do Yakuza spend their billions? In 2014, we had the rare opportunity to catch a glimpse of the opulent lives led by the top members of the Yakuza gang. Following a significant police crackdown on the Kokai family, we were able to explore the extravagant mansion of their leader, Satoru Nura, which resembles more of a fortress than a residence. Moreover, we observed various bosses and high-ranking gang members traveling in ultra-luxurious cars valued at hundreds of thousands of dollars. Despite the lavish lifestyle led by the Yakuza bosses and their families, it is important to note that not everyone is content with their circumstances. The extravagant displays of wealth and power are often accompanied by a sense of danger and constant threat, as the Yakuza is a notorious criminal organization with a history of violence and illegal activities. This serves as a reminder that behind the opulence lies a world of crime and danger. Shoko Tendo. If you find cutting off your finger to be a terrible experience, that pales in comparison to the tragic tale of Shoko Tendo, the daughter of a Yakuza boss. Tendo's life story reads like an intense crime drama, with a surprising and heartwarming twist at the end. Growing up as the daughter of a Yakuza boss was a tumultuous mix of glamour and horror, similar to a cross between The Godfather and a telenovela. Tendo's childhood was filled with more challenges than celebrations. While most kids worried about school, she dealt with bullies and a father whose friends were more like characters from The Sopranos than the Brady Bunch. By her teenage years, Tendo was caught in a cycle of drugs, violence, and abusive relationships with men who treated her poorly. Despite hitting rock bottom multiple times, she decided to take control of her life. This transformation began in a tattoo parlor, where Tendo opted for intricate, full-body art instead of traditional designs. Her tattoos became a symbol of her newfound strength and determination to break free from victimhood. Tendo's journey inspired her to write her memoir, Yakuza Moon, which unexpectedly became a bestseller. Today, Tendo is a single mother to a child, leaving behind her past involvement with gangsters for a career in writing. Her partner, a photographer, is a stark contrast to the dangerous men from her past, showcasing the positive changes she has made in her life. Tendo's story serves as a reminder that sometimes people can overcome their past and find the happiness they deserve, similar to how certain billionaires have been held accountable for their actions. Final thoughts. The Yakuza is a well-known crime syndicate in Japan that has acquired a significant amount of wealth through a mix of legal and illegal activities. Their financial dealings are complex, making it difficult to distinguish between legal and criminal activities. One of their main ways of investing their billions is through real estate, purchasing properties in prime locations in Japan and abroad. This not only helps them launder money, but also provides long-term financial stability and profitability through rental income and property value appreciation. In addition to real estate, the Yakuza are deeply involved in various business ventures. They own and manage legitimate enterprises such as nightclubs, restaurants, construction firms, and entertainment venues. These businesses not only generate income for the syndicate, but also serve as fronts for money laundering activities. By operating these businesses, the Yakuza can legitimize their wealth and obscure the origins of their funds, making it difficult for authorities to trace. The Yakuza uses various methods to increase their wealth and sustain their illegal operations. They engage in stock market manipulation, insider trading, and other financial activities to launder money through legitimate channels. Additionally, they spend significant amounts on bribing officials and key figures to avoid law enforcement interference and continue their criminal activities without disruption. The Yakuza have also expanded their presence globally by investing in businesses and properties overseas, diversifying their income and protecting their assets from law enforcement scrutiny. They reinvest a portion of their wealth into illegal enterprises like drug trafficking and human trafficking to ensure their operations continue to grow and maintain influence in the criminal underworld. Furthermore, the Yakuza make charitable donations to improve their public image and potentially launder money, establishing legitimate fronts for their activities to operate discreetly. The Yakuza demonstrates a sophisticated approach to managing their finances as they balance growing their criminal enterprise with participation in legal business ventures. Their skill in operating within different sectors showcases the versatility and intricacy of organized crime in contemporary society. If you liked our video, please leave a comment letting us know what you like and why. And be sure to subscribe to our channel to show your support and not miss any upcoming content. We look forward to seeing you in our next video. Until then, dream big and shoot for the stars.